Hello and welcome back to Game Haven Constructions, where you are simming with Game Haven X01. Today on the site, we're still out here at SMPCA. Y'all, I can't remember it, but we're still out here on the hospital site. But we don't have to hop somewhere else. But I'm not gonna take everyone with us because you know what happened last time. We lost everything other than the building on the lot. So this is Afrisque Mansion, that lot, I believe. And we just today we're just gonna be it's just gonna be Ruby and Brent, that we're gonna just head out. We're gonna leave Robert here to watch over everything and to keep everything safe. That way it doesn't get deleted out. Like we sold our lot, and then we have to get it all back. So yeah, so we're gonna get ready to go. I'm gonna check all their needs. I think everybody is good. I'm not sure. Should we take our lunch bags? Nah, I do a cheat code while we're over there. I really don't want to just start carrying things, and yeah, because they won't have nowhere to sit down and eat it anyway. Unless we, put the table and chairs in our inventory. But yeah, so come on, Ruby and Brent, let's get ready to go. Tell Robert we'll see him later. Listen, here just talking. Just chit chatting. But let's say that they're discussing the new build that we're about to go do now. We're gonna go to Twin Oracle Point. Yeah. That's probably the first place I'm gonna build it. I still haven't came up with an idea for the hospital. I wanted something a little different. I wanted to add on to the hospital out the gallery, and to make it like a more bigger. I wanted to add a gym, a spa center, and a whole lot of things. I'm thinking that this is the lot that on the land grab stadium. So yeah, so we're about to just I'm gonna split the household, and we're gonna just travel over there. I mean, like for me splitting the household and everything, and we're gonna leave Robert here to make sure everything is good. We can come back, and don't have to purchase a whole lot of other things. And then I'm gonna switch over some money. Yeah, why I was trying to put 500,000 in there. And I'm like, what's going on? So we end up getting 50,000 just to start off with. Once we get over there, I'm gonna do a money cheat when we run out of money. But yeah, this is just to get us started. So when we get out there, we'll have something to start off with. Because in build mode, it takes a lot of simians to simoleons to get you going and everything. I mean, it's all right if you're just decorating, to start off with the 20,000 that they give you in the beginning. But yeah, you don't have to earn some extra coins. But then so we're about to head over there to Twin Oracle Point. I want to build a little city, a small city, nothing too big like the other cities that I had, but I do want to bring back a few of my sims that I have mentioned to you before. I wanted to bring them back and maybe have, like I said, I want to get into the careers. I started out with just making up them a career, like the magazine cover and everything like that, but I'm thinking about like getting them into an actual career and start off that way. So you would definitely see maybe let's see who, but they might have different names. I don't know if I want to keep the same name, But if I do keep the same name, then you know exactly who it is. But if I change the name, you probably still know who it is because I probably like keep the same appearance and everything. Like Gianna, I might bring Gianna back. You know exactly who Gianna is. Gianna Styles. And look at Ruby. Ruby's like, oh my goodness. So we're gonna have Ruby take a picture of the lot before we get started with Brenton out there. And yeah, later on I looked in their inventory to see, I don't know who, I think Robert has all the pictures. I don't know. We're gonna probably have to go back to our other home and make a copy of it. So I'm gonna get ready to jump into build mode and get started. Now on this lot right here, I may add a cafe, but the building that you see is not going to be a cafe. I'm not sure yet what I want it to be. It could change later on to a cafe. When I first started, I wanted to build the cafe. This is going to be the sign right here. Like, Game Haven Constructions was out here. You know what I'm saying? And we built this and everything. So yeah, but then when I looked into the inventory, we did not. I'm like, where's their pictures at? I'm like, Ruby, where's the pictures? And I'm thinking to myself, Robert must have them. So I was like, well, instead of waiting around or going back to get a picture, I'm just gonna go ahead and start the build, and then later on, before we complete the build, I definitely have a picture up. Only for a short period of time, and then we'll get some signs out here. Once we're ready to get everything started, like this would definitely be like a new LP, but with some of the same old Sims, And then I know you want it. Is Kai coming back? Is handsome Kai coming back? Of course, Kai is coming back. Of course, Kai is coming back, and we definitely. I want to bring Bridget back, y'all. I want to bring Bridget back with her orange, spicy, pumpkin spice hair and everything, and we may get her to be get her to be like in the career of a style influencer. What y'all think? Yeah, I think so. I'm also working with that over in my other LP, Lyrica. She is a style influencer. Yo, I'm like, I definitely want to see how Bridget would be. Bridget Eaton as a style influencer. And really, get her into designer wear. Just, pick out some clothes and everything. So, yeah, but I'm just going to make a small little city just to get us started. And this may change as time go on. That you'll see other buildings. You see me maybe take down some things and change some things around. But this is just to get us started, So well for them to go, because instead of her working from home, I do want her to work from home because I get to be a part of her going to work and everything. But instead of us actually working from home, we don't actually come to the office here, and kind of like set it up like, she came and applied for the job. Should we say that she got fired from her last job at a magazine company? I don't know. They just be like, why did she get fired? We have to come up with something. But yeah, I want to bring back Azo, just a lot of those characters and everything. And yeah, get a different storyline going. But yes, it would be that her and Kai have not met. It is still be like, I mean, they met, but they haven't actually like really sat down and talked. But hopefully in this LP, we can get them to sit down and talk. Maybe go on a date or two, but have the girls come back and have a little bit of fun, bowling and hanging out like we did before. But just a few different builds and everything. So yeah, I'm very excited about this because it's something that I've been talking about for a minute. Bringing um, them back and everything, or adding them to a storyline. So yeah, yeah, this right here, I thought, you know, I was thinking about a coffee shop, and I'm like, I don't know if I want the coffee shop in the same place again. Maybe on a different lot, you know. So I don't know. It may change. I might change my mind and want the coffee shop here. But because this is going to be the building that they work at right here. This is going to be where the style influencers work at. And I was thinking about having Gianna as a style influencer. And then them both having offices and everything. And maybe Azo could be the boss still, maybe. I don't know. Or we might put somebody else as her boss. But we're definitely gonna you definitely gonna see a lot of other the same characters again. Probably in different positions. But like Azo will probably still be like a boss. We'll probably still have him maybe over at the magazine company, and then later on, um, every now and then have them stop by the magazine company to see Azo. We could say that Bridget started her own company. We could make her like a boss here, like a manager here, this is her own place. You never know. Or Gianna, you never know. You know, but we'll see, y'all. We'll see. I have a lot of ideas, but nothing concrete yet. Nothing concrete. So I know you're wondering, like, if is Bridget gonna be staying in the same household? I was thinking, yeah and no. I want her to stay in the same household, but I'm like, with her being a style influencer, I'm not really sure how much she would make. I know when she first started out, um, I wanted her to be like living like, in a regular home, not in a big old house like that, on a lake and everything. Like she got money like that. I wanted to start almost like a rags to riches, with her having with so much, maybe like $1,000 in a bank account. Then she has to level up. And I think it's charisma, art. We're doing like cooking, all kind of stuff like that. And of course, Kai, he's the chef, so he's already trying to level up and everything, and maybe bring back the culinary school. Just have a lot of things here, but some of the old things that you seen in the last LP, that it'll still be here, like the culinary school, maybe. We'll have them living in the same household. Max, everybody, his sisters, Haley, and everything. But it'll be a little bit different, Like Bridget probably stay in a different home. Gianna should probably stay in a different home. Well, I might put her in the same household. And then I know you thinking like, is Enzo to be? Yeah, I'm gonna try to bring back Enzo too and everything. So it's gonna be just like the same Sims, but this is a different storyline. But we have some new Sims also and everything. So look at Ruby and talking about. I guess they're getting ready to end the day, y'all. Maybe look at this taking a break. Maybe they just taking a break. So yeah, they feeling bad. They're uncomfortable. So let me just go ahead and do a cheat code. Because they're probably getting hungry. They probably got to use the restroom. I haven't even put any bathrooms in or anything. I'm just doing the outside for right now for this video. And I know you're wondering like what's going on and in the Sims world, or are you bringing it back? What's going on? We see Game Haven Constructions working on things over there. What's going on? Are we going to see Bridget again? Are we going to see Gianna again? Are we going to see that storyline again? Well, somewhat you're gonna see it again, and maybe some of the other builds and everything. but also some new builds, some new sims and everything, kind of mixed stuff in there. Um, that we had, they can make new friends and stuff like that and everything. But you'll definitely see a lot of the old sims in the storyline. So yeah, so Ruby's like, yeah, do you want to go ahead and call it a day? So no, I want to go ahead and get majority of this done, so I can relax over the weekend. Ruby's like, oh, okay, all right, all right. Should we go and contact Robert to see how he's doing? I'm pretty sure he's relaxing, laid back watching TV. I think he'll be okay. She's like, all right, let's go ahead and head back so we can finish this up. So I wanted it to be the city. I didn't want it to be real packed like last time I had it. I had it real packed. I want to kind of spread out some of the other buildings. And I know if you're wondering, is John coming back, our photographer? Yes, we're going to have Jan come back, and he's going to be our photographer. He going to have his own studio, his own photography studio and everything. And yeah, and they're going to still be friends and stuff. Everybody that we knew that they were friends, they're going to still be friends or family. Gianna and Enzo, they're gonna be, still like they are, like, they like each other and everything, but they haven't made it concrete yet, boyfriend and girlfriend. And you'll see them hanging out and just a lot of stuff. Just like I said, just some few new builds and a few new sims, not a lot, maybe like 3 the most, maybe 4 the most. Yeah. And hopefully, maybe in this LP, we can get Bridget and Kai to actually meet and go out or something. I'm not really sure where, but we'll find out. And I put that tree right there and shrunk it down. I don't know. I might take it away. I don't know yet. But right here, as you see, I added these windows, and I was like, at this point, I was like, should it be a coffee shop? Should I make a little cafe right here? I really don't know. But when I put the windows on there, I was like, what could it be? What could I make it? I could make it another business. I could, I was trying to think of something, but then I wanted to have like a street, like a 4-way street. Yeah, I've been on, IMVU and see the little cities and everything. I was like, I want to be a little city like that in myself. Yeah, I don't know. I be trying new things for the city and stuff. But yeah. Don't be surprised if we come back and it's a whole different city. I kind of get in my mood sometimes and I'll be like, I don't like it no more. I'm just going to demolish the lot and build something new. But I'm going to see how this works out. So far, I like it so far, but it could change. I could come back a week from now and be like, oh, it looks too empty. It looks too empty. Is that a lot going on, But this building right here, the big building, that is the one that Bridget is going to work in, Gianna is going to work in, and as a style influencer. This building off to the left, I'm not really sure what I'm going to make. I have no idea. I just was on here kind of just like fooling around and everything. And I just like, something? I'm going to bring back my storyline. This is the good time for me to bring back my storyline and everything. My Sims world. Yeah. And, add a few more bills to the neighborhood and stuff. And Newcrest. We are in Newcrest, y'all, on Twin Oracle Point. And we are building a new city. And this is like a crosswalk. I just added a different tile down for like a crosswalk that they can walk across. But it seems they be walking all kind of places. And I was wondering, should I do it as a public area that everybody could be here? That it looks very populated. I don't know. And right here, y'all, it's something about how this is set up. It looks so strange. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and save it to my gallery. And yeah, save it to my gallery. And my next video, I'm definitely gonna do some interior decorating. With Kai is still gonna be a chef, like an up and coming chef. Azo is gonna still have its own magazine company, A Beauty to Be. And but we don't have Gianna and Bridget to do, because those was like the two main films that I really played, every now and then we hopped in with Kai and Haley, and every now and then, but it'll still be, somewhat. Just their job description would have been changed. But and I gotta come up to find out what I want to say. Like, you know, did they get a better job offer? Was they reassigned? Oh, we could say that. We could say that Azo reassigned them to a style influencer, because that in the magazine, but she was supposed to be a reporter. Well, I'm gonna figure out something, y'all. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more of my Sims World and Game Haven construction, where you are simming with Game Haven X01.